Hello everyone, myself Rohan. Today I am explaining about the concept of coding in Arduino. Coding in Arduino. Okay, now we learn about the coding in Arduino. Arduino coding is the process of a programming an Arduino microcontroller board using the Arduino Integrated Development Environment (IDE) to control sensors, actuators, and other electronic components. Arduino is an open source electronic platform that provides a software and hardware platform for building interactive projects. Code in Arduino to blink an LED with an on time of 200 milliseconds and 400 milliseconds, alternately with a off time of 100 milliseconds. Here, on time is given as 200 milliseconds and 400 milliseconds, and off time is given as 100 seconds. Okay, let's start coding. Firstly, we should initialize the pin. So we use int integer with a variable LED pin and set it to the pin 13. And after setting it to the pin 13, we should end it by using a semicolon. As soon as the initializing is done, we should start void setup by using a parenthesis and an open flower bracket. What's the use of void setup? The void setup function is used in Arduino to set up the initial state of the board by initializing the variables, pins, and other settings. Inside void setup, pin mode is written. What's the use of this pin mode? Pin mode actually configures the specified pin to behave either as input or output. It configured the LED pin to behave as a output. Okay, we should end the pin mode by using a semicolon and end the void setup by using a closing flower bracket. As soon as the void setup is end, void loop stat with the parenthesis and a open flower bracket. Now, what's the use of this void loop function? The void loop function is used in Arduino to define the main program logic that is executed repeatedly as long as the board is powered on. Its purpose is to perform a series of action in a loop. Inside void loop, digital write is written. What's the use of this digital write? Digital write a high or a low value to a digital pin. So high meaning high voltage so that the LED turns on, and low means low voltage so that the LED turns off. Here we should turn on the LED at every on time of 200 milliseconds and 400 milliseconds, and we should turn off the LED at every off time of 100 milliseconds and 100 milliseconds. So what's the function of delay? Delay actually passes the program for the amount of time in milliseconds specified by the parameter. Here it is specified as 200 milliseconds. Generally 1000 milliseconds equals 1 second. So we should turn on the LED at a delay of 200 milliseconds and again turn off it by a delay time of 100 milliseconds. Again we should turn on the LED by a delay time of 400 milliseconds. Again we should turn off the LED by a delay time of 100 seconds. So as the program keeps continuing, we should end the program by using a closing flower bracket, and a picture of it representing the connection is shown here. A LED of a anode side is connected to a resistor of 220 kilo ohm and it's connected to the pin number 13, and its cathode side is connected to the ground. The connection is simple and it's done as shown in the figure. Okay, let's we check our code by using Tinkercad circuit simulation. Place a Arduino board and place a LED. Place a resistor, connect the anode end of LED to one end of resistor, A resistor is of 220 ohms. Another end of resistor is connected to pin number 13. A cathode end of LED is connected to ground pin. Now let's we dump our code here. Let's we just cut and paste our code, what we did, and check whether it's running or not. Stat simulation. Yeah. LED is blinking with the on time of 200 ms and 400 ms and the off time of 100 ms. Thanks for watching the video till end. Like, share and subscribe.